Well, hello folks, welcome to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet, and this is a little channel update. We're going to talk a little bit about how things have been going over the last couple of months since the last update, what is coming up, because it's kind of a fairly crucial time at the minute, and a couple of other bits and pieces to talk through, and just kind of overview of what we're kind of doing currently, and maybe some thoughts on future plans going forward. Right then folks, let's dive in. Just in terms of how we're doing channel wise at the minute, so we're currently sitting on 915 subscribers, which is a fantastic number. I'm really happy to see those numbers just sort of slowly ticking up towards the magic 1,000 subs mark, which all of us people who do this sort of thing on YouTube, that's kind of the number that we're looking to get to. So we need to get that, and also over 4,000 watch time hours in a year to qualify for monetization, which it's not going to make any money really, this channel, but it's kind of a nice little thing. You feel you've actually achieved something if you've got there. And it's been a while. It's been a long while since I started. So, it feels like we're kind of on the final push, and hopefully we should be making that this year. And I'm still as excited about making YouTube videos as I was at the very start. Hence, there's been very little of a break at all. So, looking forward to that. Numbers on the videos, in terms of number of views and all those sort of things, they've kind of declined quite a lot since about this time last year, but we're still sort of ticking along at a reasonable level, well above what I was doing maybe 2-3 years ago. So it's pleasing. Maybe it could be in a slightly better place, but it's fine, isn't it? It's fine. I'm enjoying making it. There's certainly some people who are enjoying watching it, so yeah, let's carry on down that road. Typically watch time is pretty good. There's a reasonable amount of retention, those sort of things. And when I do put out a bit of an evergreen video, sort of doing a tactics thing for one of the Tennis Manager games, those typically do reasonably well. So I'm throwing out those now and again, and they do well. So reason we're doing this now is because the Tennis Manager 2023 game will be coming out, and it's probably going to come out, I think it's either today or tomorrow. I can't remember exactly when I'm going to release this video, but I'm doing this quite a lot in advance, and I'll tell you why that is in a second as well. That is coming out, and there will be a lot of focus on that game on this channel, because last year the release of Tennis Manager 2022 coincided with the best period that I ever had on this channel. So we're going to try and make the most of that, because I think there's very few creators who really kind of go all in the same way I did, and so we're going to make sure that we capitalize on that game coming out. That's not at the detriment of everything else. Everything else continues. It's just we're going to have a little shuffle around of in a little shuffle around of things, and we will be hopefully able to put maybe a few videos out on Tennis Manager 2023 for the first few weeks. So the reason I'm recording this ahead of time is because I'm going to be away for a week, so there's going to be a week of pre-recorded content that goes out. Hopefully I'm going to manage to get all the days pre-recorded. I think I've got about 5 extra days, which is pretty good, and over the rest of the week, so there may be one video missing or something like that, but fingers crossed all will be good. In the summer proper, there will be a gap, because I will be away for a longer period, and I'm not going to have a chance to cover that period, so I'm away for 3 weeks then, and so we will have to cross that bridge when it comes to it. So what I've done previously is just have a very reduced schedule. So that's one of the big things that's going to be changing, that we're going to be introducing some Tennis Manager 2023 content to the channel. And let's start with the Tennis Manager content. What is going to happen with the 2022 content? Well, that is going to continue. I'm really enjoying the save with Shawnetta. The views on it are really good still, even with this new game coming out. So we're going to continue with that, and hopefully people will enjoy watching that continuing. Exactly what the storyline is for the new game, I'm not sure yet, but I will be able to, I think, put out a first look video. I'll have time to record that when it comes out, but then I won't have time before I go away to do anything else other than that. So it'll be a week's break after that first look video until I can start making content on the new game coming out. And there'll be lots of content. There'll be the typical video looking at how to put the new the real name fixes in, because every year they're the best videos that you can do. So we'll be putting one of those in. It's quite easy, and certainly if you want to do that before I actually get to recording the video, then just go and have a look at one of the previous years. If the mods have been put on Steam, you will be able to see them there, and you just go through that same process. So that should all be fine. So Tennis Manager 2022 continues as before. It may be a little bit reduced in terms of its the video schedule, and Tennis Manager 23 is obviously going to take priority. So that's how we're going to do Tennis Manager. There is a new Tennis Manager game, I've been told, that will be being released. That is which is Absolute Tennis Manager 2. Don't know when that's going to be fully released, but I'm looking forward to having a look at that, and hopefully the guys there will have done a really great job making the improvements that game really needed from the first iteration. So that will happen at some point in the future. In terms of Football Manager, there's a couple of things that have happened. One of the saves, the long running Latvian job save, has finally finished. We got to the Europa League final with Riga FC and won the thing against Tottenham. If you haven't seen that final episode, go ahead and watch that, because it's a dramatic end to the game. So so that's done, and I'm amazed that I managed to actually achieve the goal that I set right at the start, which is great. The ABC Journeyman is continuing, and it will continue all the way through the FM23 cycle. So hopefully people are still enjoying that. The numbers aren't great on it, but I'm really enjoying it, to be perfectly honest. So that will continue, and it might well continue until I actually get the goal. There was to win the Champions League, but we're still stuck in non-league football at the minute. We're doing well at a variety of different clubs, but actually getting that job, that next sort of job, is proving harder and harder. But we'll see how we kind of push on from that. And other stuff that we've had on the channel, there's been there's a lot of stuff around Drago Entertainment and their games. So we've had a first look at Food Truck Simulator. We had a first look at Winter Survival. That went up on the channel fairly recently. That was really good. I was very surprised at that game. I thought it would be. Well, I didn't expect what it was. It was, I thought, really well done, and I'm interested to see how that plays out when the full game's released. Don't know when that will be. But the big focus in terms of Drago Entertainment is Gas Station Simulator. We're on a very long playthrough, which I never intended to do. We've played all the way through the full game. We've added a couple of DLCs. Can you fix this DLC? I say that wrong every time. You know what I mean. We've looked through that, and we're currently playing through the new DLC, which was released a few weeks ago, which is the Airstrip DLC, which is brilliant. It's really good. It's a lovely sort of additional story to everything. And what I plan to do is a review of all the DLCs after I've finished playing the game, because I think that's worth doing. There's also a third DLC which we will be getting to after the Airstrip, and that's the Party Time DLC. So that's what's going to happen there. So that will continue for a while to come. Yeah, I'm not sure how close we are to finishing the Airstrip. We've still got a bunch of upgrades to do, and but we seem to have a decent sort of plan of how to get there now, which is good. So those videos should continue to come out in the usual pattern. What comes after that, I'm not entirely sure. There was a poll that I put up on the channel, which had a few things: some extra FM content, some extra Trucking Simulator or some Farming Simulator. I think Frostpunk was the other game. Gas Station Simulator was not on that at all. But so I'll be revisiting what the results were on that poll, perhaps to kind of inform me where to go after that. But at the moment, with Tennis Manager 23 coming onto the channel, we're still playing the Tennis Manager 22 game. Yes, we finished the Latvian job save, but we have got the ABC Journeyman going forward and Gas Station Simulator. So it's a lot to kind of balance out on the channel, and we've obviously got all the other stuff as well. The Geoguessr videos and other bits and pieces, sort of first look videos and things like that I want to keep putting out, because I think it's just important to get a few sort of new eyes, and I like doing a little bit more variety as well. So that's kind of what the plan is in terms of scheduling. We're doing as we've done before. 3 days a week will be at the ABC Journeyman, and then it's kind of rotating. We will have the Tennis Manager 2023, Gas Station Simulator, and probably Tennis Manager 2022, kind of rotating between those, plus any other videos that appear. So maybe spot for one additional video on top of that. Hopefully that all makes sense, but it should mean you get 1, maybe 2 videos for any of the series that you're watching per week, and hopefully that is easy to keep up with, easy to catch up with if you fall behind. So anyway, folks, I think that's pretty much everything that I was going to talk about today. So if there are other things that you want to know about, leave a comment down below, and I'll look to answer any questions that you have about scheduling going forward. Hopefully the schedule sounds okay to you, and the plans kind of going forward sound okay, sort of continuing focus on sports management games, and continuing the Gas Station Simulator save. I think we've got a good few a good period going forward with that, as well as the Football Manager stuff as well. If there are particular games that you'd be interested in for us to have a look at on the channel, then please drop those down below as well. Always happy to get recommendations from you folks. And if you're enjoying the content, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure these channel videos get these channel update videos get pushed out to a wider audience. And if you enjoy this and like the look of this channel, and you haven't had opportunity to subscribe yet, then please do hit that subscribe button. It will be most appreciated, trying to get to that magical 1,000 subs by the end of the year, hopefully. And I'll see you on another video very shortly. Goodbye.